good time with that shit, though. But hey, 1 year fucking anniversary. It's our anniversary.
We should play that song.
Yeah.
1 year the water
Hell
park.
yeah,
Cheers to
dog.
a year. I wasn't on the
Yeah,
first
cheers
episode, but
to
I
the year.
was in the back. I was in the back.
Cheers,
He was
baby.
here. He
I
just
was
wasn't
here.
here.
I just
He
wasn't
was
here.
here, but he was over there.
No,
We
no,
was
no.
over here.
Not here.
Not here.
Back in Kansas.
Back in Kansas. Hey, I was gonna ask y'all motherfuckers, like, what's a... All right, so I guess, like we talk about the GOAT conversation and shit, but the movies. So, like, what's your top? What's your top movie?
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I like
what's...
this.
But we gotta
do like a top 5.
Yeah.
No. I don't want to do a top 5. I just want to break it down into genres. So, like, what's your favorite, just like movie, like, you know what I mean? And then we'll do like, what's your favorite comedy movie, and then like, what's your favorite kids like nostalgic movie? Sure. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I'll say
we could break it all the way down to drama, this and this and that. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like everyone's top movie is not going to be like. I feel like it's going to be like a real movie. Yes. Like, it's not going to be
and
comedy.
It's definitely gonna be different.
Yeah, and it's not just going to be like comedy. It's not going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your favorite serious, dope fucking
my
movie?
favorite movie, and I'll say it like this. The reason why I can say that it's my favorite is if it's on TV, like if I'm scrolling through and it's on TV, I don't give a fuck if it's 5 minutes in or 5 minutes left. I'm watching it.
That's a good point.
I don't care what's happening.
100%.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
That's why the movie
I watch
that's
the
on my
commercials
mind,
and
dude.
everything, and my movie is Goodfellas.
Good.
All right.
Good movie. Great.
Can't
movie.
fuck with it.
Great movie. Mine? Oh man, Shawshank Redemption.
Hey.
And the reason I'm gonna say that is because, and this is some fucked up shit, kind of. I didn't watch that movie till I was like 36 years old.
Neither did he. Not that late.
I wasn't that late.
I did, bro. It was like I went to Goodwill and bought the VHS. I got the fucking DVD. Like,
Well, hey, shout out Ross, but you know me and my cousin Ross, like me, him, Ross, a few other people, we all work together at different times, and my brother, me, Ross, and my brother grew up. We basically talk to each other in movie quotes, which all of us do it, but
right.
us three, like, we can literally sit around and not have an organic, original conversation. Like, we can just talk through movie quotes. And, like, so when we work with Ant, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and Ross would always be throwing out these, you know, like, whatever the situation is, like, Ross would throw out some shit, or I'd throw out some shit, and Ant's standing there like, what are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Right.
like, bro, Shawshank Redemption. And he's like, I've never seen Shawshank. Me and Ross were just like, falling out of our chairs, like, what?
But that's like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
I literally.
listen, I know from a previous couple episodes where movies were brought up.
Yeah.
My man is hurting. I get it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm up to speed now.
Now he is, yeah.
But there was a point in time where I literally carried around in my wallet a list of movies. Like, oh, haven't seen that one. Write it down. Write it down. And same thing with Bubba. Like, Bubba started making me a list. He's like, dude, you haven't seen The Prestige?
That's a good movie.
I've never
That's a
seen
good
that.
movie.
That was almost what I said is my
Yeah.
favorite movie because it's that fucking good. And I was like, nah, never seen it.
Goodfellas is great.
like-
Goodfellas is
Yeah,
definitely
Goodfellas
top.
goes-
My
dude-
shit's blow.
Good.
I don't know why, dog. Like
great
you said, no matter what, if it's got commercials,
That's 2 Martin Scorsese movies.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
blows it. Dude.
that one. Another great movie I watched the other day, and this is a movie that no matter what I watch, is Gangs of New York. You ever seen that shit?
Yeah.
I seen it in the movie theater.
Cause that shit's
I've seen
fire,
that shit
bro.
in the movie
That's
theater.
a great ass
Butcher?
movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's his name?
Leo?
No. The fucking dude that everybody says is like the greatest actor of all time. Fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. The Butcher.
The Butcher.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's the boxer, the butcher, the fucking... yeah, but that dude. But my top comedy, man, that's tougher. But I don't know. Like, the one I quote a lot, I quoted today is Tommy Boy. Like, you know what I mean? And that's, like, so unserious. But, dog, I was, like, literally... We were walking through the shop today, and I was like, somebody said something about hurting. I was like, well, it doesn't hurt so much here or here, but right here. You know, I quote that shit a lot.
Hell yeah.
Comedy? Damn, that's hard. I could say that one of the movies that I remember, because, like, it's almost hard to impress me with comedy movies, like, but, like, one movie I remember the first time I watched it that I fucking cackled laughing at was My Best Friend's Girl. Dane
That's
Cook.
a good one.
But if I were to say, but I've seen it and it's like whatever. But another it sounds fucked up. But like comedy movie, if it comes on, same thing. I'm watching it. If it's on TV, My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
Love that fucking movie.
It's so unapologetically
Dude,
Italian.
I fucking
dog.
love
It's
that
ridiculous,
movie,
man.
dude.
Like,
It's so fucking great.
fuck,
My clock
bro?
is ticking like this. It's so good. 2 youths. What's a youth?
What's something you like? What's something that gets
Dude,
what's
okay.
something that gets Roadz just like in a good mood? Like you can't be sad when you watch
Like,
it.
I'm weird, bro, because like some of my favorite. How can I say this? Like most comedies that I enjoy aren't my favorite comedy movie. If that makes sense.
Right.
Like I love all Richard Pryor shit. Brewster's movies.
Yeah,
Like all his
my favorite
old
Richard
shit.
Pryor shit's
Moving,
The Toy.
The toy. You
That's
know what I'm
my
saying?
shit,
I love
dog.
those shit. Like I remember as a kid, like laughing. And still to this day, some of this shit's just like, oh
Yeah,
my God.
that's nostalgia.
Yeah, but my favorite, like, it's funny. My favorite is not another teen movie. Man. That shit is so funny
Yo,
to
that's
me. I don't
dope.
know why. I think some of them characters reminded me of people in school.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know, man. When I saw it, I was just
I
like,
mean,
it's
I
so
don't mind
stupid,
that
it's
though,
fucking
because like
hilarious.
Scary Movie, the Scary Movie series was fucking
Yeah.
big when we was coming up. Like
That was
what's that?
you had to see it.
Right.
Yeah, that's all we talked
I watched
about.
all of them in the dollar theater.
No,
Yeah. But
Oh,
was
Dollar
it Scary
Theater.
Movie 3 with Kevin Hart and Anthony Anderson?
Yeah.
When they're doing this shit like,
Was that
how you
3 or
gonna
that
wake
was
up
4?
dead?
Was that
That
3
was
or 4?
4.
That was 4.
Oh, 4, yeah.
Because they lost me.
How you gonna go to
After-
bed
He's
dead?
like, he's the farmer, I'm the rapper.
Yeah.
See, I haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah.
those. After
you
3,
ain't
they
seen
lost.
that?
They
Dog,
lost.
like,
Bug, tug, shug, what?
like to me that little like skit they do and they do it throughout the movie is one of the greatest skit shits of like spoof movies of all time. When the motherfuckers like the paradox shit they talk about, they're like, how you gonna go to bed dead?
yeah.
What you mean? He's
Woke
like,
up dead.
He woke up dead. You can't wake
wake
up
up
dead.
dead.
Like, how you gonna go to bed? He was like, well, he went to sleep. He was sleeping. How you gonna wake up dead?
No, I think
He went to bed
I think
dead.
Scary Movie 2 was probably the funniest of those.
Yeah.
of
I
those.
like that
Whenever he the ghost in
What's
the
the
house.
girl's name?
Yeah.
Anna Farts or whatever? Ferris.
Ferris.
Because that had the dude, David Cross, the dude in the wheelchair. He kept saying like all the whole thing. I could do it myself.
Yeah,
Put his
yeah.
legs
And then he
up
starts
and
sucking
shit.
his
Use your
own
good
dick.
hand.
Use a
Oh,
strong
man,
hand.
yeah.
Take my
That was a
strong
great
hand,
one,
my
bro.
strong hand.
He-
Or when they got
Tori
Charlie
Spelling was in that.
Charlie
Tori
Sheen was in
Spelling
that
was in
shit.
Charlie Sheen was
Yeah,
in that
he's
shit.
like, "Blanket."
The fake Michael Jackson was in that shit
Man,
as a ghost.
classic. He
All
will
right.
never make movies like that again, yo.
Yeah, dumb and dumb. Dude,
Yo,
when they
that-
have the stick
hey,
fight,
I'm
that's
so
my
mad we
one of
didn't
my
say that,
favorite scenes ever. Is when they stick fighting. He's like timeout, and he fucking whack. It's his ass,
Yo,
bro.
Ace Ventura had us in
Yeah.
a chokehold
Ace
in the
Ventura
90s,
did it
bro.
Dude,
Oh my
and it
God,
still comes
yo.
on like crazy. I was watching
Nobody
it just
wants
the
to
other day.
play with me.
Yeah.
Like we was.
You talking about the first one or the second one?
I felt
All
like
of
the
them.
second one was
Yeah.
funnier to me, dude.
Yeah, the
I think
second one was.
funnier
What
to
was?
me.
Gotcha, you're out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like
Yeah.
Chicago, shish kebab.
Yeah.
He spits that big Louis in the field. Well then, allow me to demonstrate my thing.
This is guano.
Yeah.
It is the mucus that binds us.
What's So what's like we all grew up in the fucking 90s. So like, what's your 90s nostalgic
Dude,
dope movie?
I
can't
can't
wait
wait.
to say this one.
That's I'm all over the place. You'll have to go. I can't. I don't know if I can
Hey,
name just
well,
one.
don't say no Italian shit. That's all I
don't know
gotta
if I can
say.
say
I
that.
challenge
He's
you.
gonna say, what was that fucking Bronx Tales?
I mean, that's probably my. It was almost between that and Goodfellas.
All right, so let me put some parameters around this, like 90s, like kids movies.
Back to the Future. End of story.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I always.
But I
watch
think
that when it
like
comes
I'm
on.
thinking like I'm not thinking like serious movies. I'm thinking 90s, just like
Oh, that's fucked up because I would have said like Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was a good.
that's a dope one. Like, all right, so let me put
Honey, I
parameters
Shrunk
around it.
the
Like
Dude,
Disney
it's
movies, like that,
1994
like
put out so many good
Nickelodeon
movies.
like fucking Harriet the Spy, like fucking that kind of shit.
I can give you one for every year. I'm like that fucking.
So
crazy
like
about
a
it.
kids movie, Back to the Future. I guess
Okay.
that would fit kind of, but no. I'll tell you mine, and then y'all can go off of it.
Okay.
Little Giants.
Oh, great.
God
I
damn
can
it.
watch the
I mean,
fuck
God
out of
damn
some
it.
Little Giants.
Bruh.
But the annexation of Puerto
Shit.
Rico, dog.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the
fucking
year.
Major League.
Yeah.
The Sandlot.
Sandlot.
I mean,
The
there's so
Mighty
many of them.
Ducks. I mean,
It's so
damn,
hard,
Little
bro.
Giants.
Mighty Duck. Little
It's so
Giants,
hard to
though,
pick
bro.
one.
Icebox.
Little Giants,
I had my daughter watch it the other night because she was like, "What are
Becky
you watching?"
O'Shea.
And she came to the bed. She's like, "Dad, what are you watching?" I was like, "Listen, sit down. We're about to watch Little Giants." And she's like, "Why you want me?" I'm like, "Because You see this girl? She's about to fuck all these boys up. You know what I'm saying? Icebox.
Becky O'Shea, dude.
Yeah.
Al Bundy in that joint too. Yeah, son.
Rick
Yes.
Moranis, like,
Rick
great.
Moranis.
Spike don't play with girls.
Yeah.
Spike.
There's so many, bro. Like,
Man, I think I have to. I don't want to jump.
What was the dude's name? Hot Hands or something?
Oh, Hot Hands Heenan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Lil Giants is that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Lil Giants, I agree with you. Mighty Ducks, though. It's the same type of thing, though. Mighty Ducks 2 was better than 1.
It was.
D2 was the shit.
D2 when they went to the Olympics and
Luis
shit.
Mendoza.
Old Benny from
Yeah.
Sandlot.
They used to say it like prequel or sequels and prequels aren't never good as the first one, but I've been finding quite a bit of them lately.
Oh yeah. Dude. One time we had a party at my house. We had a '90s party, and I was asking everybody there.
Fuck that party.
Yeah, Mike, man, because he had prior commitments.
Oh, y'all throwing parties?
This was years ago.
nice.
Jeffrey was there. I was asking people all night. I was like,
They
yo.
could have did it anytime.
I was like, is Sandlot better than Mighty Ducks 2? And everybody was like, Sandlot. I couldn't get nobody to agree with me, dude.
I would have agreed with you.
And the cops came.
Yes.
The cops came because we was having loud music and shit, right? So the cops show up and they're like, man, there was this chick. And she was like, I know y'all just, she's like, everybody was dressed in this 90s gear and shit. Like, motherfuckers was like really turned up on this shit, dude. She's like, what the fuck y'all doing? It's like, it's a 90s party, man. This and that. We're having a heated discussion. We want to know, what's your opinion? Mighty Ducks or Sandlot? And I was like, but Mighty Ducks 2, the one where they go to the Olympics. And she was like, just turn the fucking music down. And I was like, no, fuck that. Give me an answer. She was like, I gotta go with Sandlot. Like, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Leave.
You know? I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
I mean, it's hard to fucking.
It really kind of depends on if you grew up. Like, I grew up playing baseball, so the baseball movies were, to me, better.
Yeah, but the Mighty Ducks made you want to play hockey.
That's true.
Bro, the Mighty Ducks had us in a chokehold. Motherfuckers had.
Everybody had rollerblades.
We're South Carolina. Everybody had rollerblades,
Nets.
bro. Yeah.
Hockey sticks and shit.
And
You know how
then
many
around
hockey
the
sticks
same
got sold
time-
around here?
In 90-degree weather out there fucking hitting.
Okay. Then around the same fucking time, one of the greatest games of all time came out. That Wayne Gretzky hockey.
Oh, yeah,
N64.
Flip
3D?
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky 3D
On,
hockey.
N64.
N64. You can fight and shit.
That's one of the best games of all time, bro.
High five.
One of the best games. Like, it
Game was
revolutionized
so
shit.
much fun.
Bro.
That and Blitz. Both of those games on that same
Yeah,
I
system.
can
those
promise
two.
y'all,
Those
if y'all
two.
went back and tried to play some of these games y'all remember, you'll be so disappointed.
Probably, but not Wayne
that
Gretzky.
feeling
though.
Wayne
is just
Gretzky
not
was
the
so
same. Like,
fun.
But
though,
Wayne
man.
It
Gretzky,
was, man.
that
I'm
shit
telling
is.
you, bro. Like,
yeah.
you play it for like 10 minutes, you're going to be like, eh.
Yeah, they
Probably.
don't have the longevity that like these games
No,
nowadays.
it was
Yeah.
like,
'Cause
they
it wasn't
hit you
online.
the first 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes, and then after that, it's just kind of.
What was the game like? Was it Wayne Gretzky or after Wayne Gretzky where you could have the four-wheelers and play hockey with them? You don't remember that shit?
I don't.
Both y'all did the same fucking look. You don't remember that? Like, so you were on like a four-wheeler and fucking they had the puck. It might have been soccer, but
Okay, so there's a
it's
game
like a
that's out.
mini game.
Yeah, so there's a
But
game.
it was part of a game back then.
There's a game that's out now that they play where they're in like Hot Wheels looking cars and they hit this humongous soccer ball. and
Rocket
try to
League?
make-
Yeah.
Rocket League.
But this
But
is
before
like
that, I
The
don't
game
know.
you're thinking about wasn't a soccer game. It was actually a car game. It was like a racing game of some sort. But you could play a little side mini game where you had a ball and shit.
right.
I remember.
Wow.
That's
I
what I'm
do kinda
saying. It
remember
was
that.
like we'll have to look that shit up later, but it was like a mini game inside of the
Inside
game.
of the
Like
game.
it was a main game.
It was hard
but-
to score. I
Yeah,
remember
but
it
that
was
shit
very
was
hard to
dope.
score.
It was like the original Rocket League. That's where whoever Rocket League is, I'm sure is somebody our age
Yeah.
that played that shit when they were kids and was like, we should make a fucking whole game behind
Yeah,
this shit, a
exactly.
whole world.
That's
you
how
know
it
what I'm
happens
saying?
too, right?
Yeah.
So we.
Hey, you see animals, but this ain't the aquarium, dog.
I can't call out a '90s movie, but so we going further with that. We gonna go like horror movies. We gonna go chick flicks.
I mean, we
gonna
can.
go,
I wanted to do chick flicks because I think we did horror flicks with Dusty before.
did we? I think we did.
I want to say we did, but either way, we should do chick flicks. Like, what's your?
If I go chick flick, dude, I
Please don't
probably
say The Notebook. Please don't say The
no.
Notebook.
I'll probably go with like I'll probably go with Sweet Home Alabama.
Can I do
Lil
Brokeback
Reese?
Mountain?
You can.
Please do.
I can't quit you.
Either Sweet Home Alabama or Hope Floats. Hope Floats was a good one too.
That's a good one.
Chick flicks, bro. I'm out here on these chick flicks.
I got one I bet y'all ain't never seen.
What's that?
Steel Magnolias.
You ain't fucking, what you talking about? You talking about
Weezer?
Sally Fields?
Weezer? Hey, I love that movie just for Weezer, bro. Like, she could have been the only actress in that movie I've been straight.
Damn, that had Sally Fields, Julia Roberts,
Yeah, man.
Weezer, I forget the old
Tom
chick.
Skerritt. Tom Skerritt was in that thing.
Was Sally Fields' husband, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that joint. Had Dolly Parton in it.
Dylan McDermott was in it.
Dolly Parton was in that shit.
She was, yeah. She was
I like that joint with Sandra Bullock.
Nicole Kidman.
No, Sandra Bullock. The
Speed?
No, the chick flick.
Oh. Miss Congeniality?
No, like love.
Love Potion?
Nah, that's Julia Roberts.
I think you're thinking
Sandra
about
Bullock
Love
with
Actually.
Is it? There's one that with Ryan Reynolds. That one's good.
That's The Proposal.
Yeah, The Proposal. That's a good one. But I'm talking about like the one where, matter of fact, fuck it. I'll go with the one with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Ben Affleck gets no play in my ride, dog.
Why?
You don't like Ben Affleck? No. The Town is dope.
Town was dope.
Gone Girl?
The Accountant. Yeah, come think about it. Come
Voyage.
think about it. I do like his movies.
Yeah, fucking Armageddon? Are you serious?
I'll take y'all back. Y'all
AJ,
know y'all remember Voyage of the Mimi?
No. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I never watched
What movie you talking about with Ben Affleck and who you say? Jennifer Lopez?
Isn't it Jennifer Lopez where they fucking get married and then? We'll have to look it up. Look it up.
They're married now in real life.
No,
Yeah,
but
I
there
think
was
they
like
do have
a
a
what's the
movie.
movie?
It
It might
didn't
not
do
be
well.
Ben Affleck, but the one with Jennifer Lopez where she's like, I don't want nobody.
The
and
only
then they
movie
end
I've
up
ever
getting-
liked with her was Made in Manhattan.
Enough. The movie Enough.
Enough is
That
so
was good. My
Enough is
fault.
dope.
That wasn't the only one.
Enough is
Selena
dope.
was her
dope.
best movie ever. Was
Yeah.
Selena for sure.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I take it back, J-Lo. Shit.
The movie I think you're
did
thinking about
Selena's.
is called. Is it Made in Manhattan? She's like a wedding planner. Her and Matthew McConaughey.
No, that's
The Wedding Planner.
The Wedding Planner.
Yeah,
she's
that's
her
the
and
one.
Matthew
That's
McConaughey.
not
Oh, it's not Ben Affleck.
No.
Okay, that's the movie. That's
You know
a dope
what I think
movie.
one of my best chick flicks is? I'm gonna go. Oh, damn, we went too. We showing
Yeah,
we showing some
yeah.
sensitivity on here. I think one of the best chick flicks is What Women Want. That
Is that what Mel Gibson?
Mel
that's
Gibson.
that
When you
is-
can hear,
I
you
like
can hear
that
what
one.
they talk. You hear
Yeah.
they saying
That
shit.
was great.
How about Shallow Hal?
I'm not real. Jack Black kind of gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
He extra as fuck.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
so
yeah, like B Bowser, but stop the online, like the on stage.
School
shit.
of Rock was the shit.
The first chick
Yeah.
flick I thought of was Con Air, but it's not a chick flick, but it is based
It's kind of a
around.
chick
It is
flick.
kind of
It's
a chick
an
flick.
action
That's
chick
the
flick.
one that I thought of when y'all were talking about chick flicks. I was like Con Air, but then I was like,
Gotta get.
I
home
guess
to
that's
my
not
little
really.
girl.
It's more of a man movie with like a little bit
You
of.
know what's weird? It's another movie with that similar vein was 300. 300
Yeah.
was a badass movie, but
Yeah.
at the end when they're going to die, he's like, "My queen, my love." It's
Yeah.
like, how fucking
Yeah.
important was she throughout this movie?
What's the song from Con Air with Leanne Rimes?
Oh,
singing
that is one of
shit?
my favorite shits. How do I live
Yeah.
without you?
Who
That
who sang it better? Who sang it better?
Leanne
Leanne or
Faith Hill, Leanne Rimes.
It wasn't Faith Hill.
Faith
It
Hill
was
sang
Trisha
it too?
Yearwood.
Oh, what was Trisha Yearwood? No, I think Faith Hill sang it too, dude. I think like 4 people sang it. I'm dead serious.
That's like what version of that? I swear. Y'all like
All
the
for One is the
All for
best.
One.
All for One or the country dude?
No.
What was the country dude that it
John
was
Michael
originally his
Montgomery.
song? Was it?
John
No,
Michael
no. Was
Montgomery.
it?
He was bro. He stole
I
so many
swear.
songs. He did that to so many songs, bro. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you know the song Nobody Knows?
Oh
It
yeah,
But
Tony
Me?
Rich.
Tony
Project.
Rich Project.
Tony Rich Project, but you know the country dude that sang it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah.
cancer. He had cancer. He sang it. He was bald headed.
Sammy Kershaw?
He ended up dying. No,
No,
it was like
it
his
wasn't
Sammy
it was
Kershaw sung that. I swear. I thought.
No,
John
it
Michael
was John
Montgomery.
Michael Montgomery.
Sang, I swear. I see the questions.
Look it up.
No, that's definitely John Michael Montgomery for sure. But no, I forget the name of the dude who sang that song. But I remember he sang it.
I can hear it in
and
my
he
head,
died.
but I can't.
You know what song I'm talking
Yeah,
about though.
yeah.
What?
Because the nobody knows it but me. Because
Yeah.
Babyface sang. I think Babyface wrote that song.
Probably
Yeah.
so.
I think he
it
wrote
sounds
it
like
and
a
sang
Babyface
it.
song.
And then
Yeah.
Tony Rich Project, like, was like, well, it's gonna be.
And then
He wrote it
some,
for them.
Some country singer did it.
And the country singer did it, yeah.
Damn.
It was his only song, only hit song ever. He was like, he had cancer and he was sick before it. He sang the song, got really, really famous for it, and then he died right afterwards.
Damn.
Fucked up.
What a way to go.
It's a quarter past.
Nobody
3.
knew it but him.
Nobody knew it. Damn. Oh, the irony.
Bars.
Oh my god, dude.
Which one?
Ooh, favorite Blake Shelton song.
Not a Blake Shelton fan.
Still got a favorite.
Nope.
You don't like none of his songs?
Nope.
Dude, come on.
It's a shame. He put on the best concert I've ever been to in my
I'm
life.
talented. He's very fucking talented. I just
Dude,
can't.
there's no way you don't be singing that fucking
God's
P.S.
country.
If this is
No,
all
Rachel's
still-
got me listening.
I still love.
Okay, I'll give that Old Red song
Old
a
Red.
chance.
Old Red,
Okay.
I'm killing him.
But Rachel's got me in that song he's got with Gwen.
You
now.
named the babies, I named the
No,
dogs.
man, I can't.
I love that shit. You know what I do like? What is it? Yeah. If you play it,
Nah, Blake Shelton shit. I mean, he got a bunch of bangers, dude. This is Austin. You got. Yeah, fuck that song.
who is that?
That's Blake.
Fucking Blake Shelton.
Fuck Blake Shelton.
Fuck Blake Shelton.
Dude, we've talked
Hey,
about it. I
but
think
Gwen
we've talked about it.
Stefani.
I mean, like, you know, she was one of my
She's
like
so
crushes
fine.
back in when I saw her on like Spring.
Never.
What was that shit on MTV?
Spring
Used to come
Break?
on Spring Break.
Never, not one day ever.
No.
Never, not one day ever, dude.
I love Gwen Stefani. I love Gwen Stefani.
Only song I ever
Hey,
really like that she sang.
Don't speak too loud, but shit.
Don't speak.
Don't speak that shit. Nah, her best song was that that I'm just a girl.
That's the performance I first saw her with.
I don't know.
was-
I like walking through the spider webs.
that was off the all that.
And
was
I
off
like
the first
Don't
album.
Speak.
I like Don't Speak, and I
Yeah.
like Spiderwebs is alright. But
But I'm not
know,
talking
that
about her
pouty
music.
girl
Like,
shit
I'm
is
just saying, like, I think she's fine. I love. I fucks with Gwen.
You know, I lost so much respect for her when she did that song with Eve.
Trying to get in where she fits in.
Bro,
man.
that beat's hard though.
Whack.
Eve used
I like
to be
that
hard. Eve used to be hard. Though.
Eve could rap.
Yeah, I like
Eve
Eve.
could rap.
I like that beat too. I fuck with that beat. Didn't Dr. Dre make that beat?
Sound that does. No,
pretty
it's
sure
a
Dr.
Swiss
Dre
Beat
did.
song. She was with Rough Riders at the time. That's probably
Dude.
Swiss Beat song.
Well, then I
Swiss
take that
Beats,
back
yeah.
because the other day I was thinking Swiss Beats has never made a good beat.
No, Swiss Beats got
Oh
some
man,
bangers.
are you kidding me?
He's made some
Wasn't you
good beats.
just? Was it the last episode you was talking about Drag On?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
He
he was one
produced
of my
that whole
favorites,
first
too.
album.
Yeah, I love Drake.
Boy, that beat where him and all the
I'm
other
just-
Rough Riders was
I'm
on,
just talking
that down
shit.
bottom.
No,
That shit
Swiss
was
Beats has made
hard.
good beats, but Swiss Beats has made some of the worst beats ever.
Yeah, he's
too.
not my go-to. Like, he's not in the conversation.
That's
of
what
like
I
the
meant
best
to say.
producers.
And like he's got some good beats, but he's also made some beats that are just like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude,
Absolutely
I
terrible.
was going to drop Melody and her friend off at school this morning, and the song Hotel California came on, right? As I was going to drop them off, and I was like, we sat there listening to it and shit, and I was like, what do y'all think this song is about? I'm talking to a bunch of 13, 14-year-old girls. What do y'all think this song is about?
A hotel.
And a fucking hotel in California.
It's a fucking
And,
hotel.
and I was like, nah, man. And I gotta admit to something. I've been wrong for years about this song. I've been wrong for years. I still have a theory that it's about addiction. I seriously think, like, if you were to write the words out and sit there and put it together, you could see that it's about addiction, right? About like stabbing it with you stealing knives.
No, I
you
think
can
you're, I
leave.
think you're.
You
you're
could
digging,
check out,
I
but
think
you
you're
could never
digging
leave.
way too deep.
No, but listen to the song. But here's why I was way wrong about this shit. Was he says, please bring me my wine. We haven't had that spirit here since 1969, right? And for the longest time, I was like, oh, he's talking about Jimi Hendrix because Jimi Hendrix died drinking wine. He was the story. I don't know if y'all know the story behind it, but he was at a hotel in London, and he was downstairs and he was fucked up. He was drinking, and he was with somebody else. And the girl was like, "What are you drinking?" She's like, "I'm drinking wine." He took her wine, dumped it into his cup of liquor, and just chugged it. And I know we all here know you don't just chug wine.
No,
right? That
especially
shit
from a strange
You know what I'm
bitch.
saying? That shit just don't turn out well. Well, he got super drunk, went upstairs, fell asleep, threw up in his sleep, and died. Right? That's how he died. I thought that shit happened in 1969 for the longest time. So I've been telling people, nah, that's the fucking Jimi Hendrix quote I would reference because he died from wine in 1969. I'm wrong. He died in 1970.
Ah, damn. Oh well.
I was standing strong on that shit
I think
too,
it's
bro.
more just like it's like a haunted hotel. It's
No,
like
actually, they've interviewed the Eagles about it and asked them what it's about, and they said it's about the Hollywood like fame and life, like that whole shit.
Okay, I can
it's
see
about
that.
like getting stuck in this shit,
Yeah.
and bright lights and all of that.
right.
But I was like, man, it still kind of sounds like addiction. You know what I'm saying? Because like, just does.
I've heard people from the Eagles say like it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I think.
You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
think.
Like,
I think
that's
the
what
thing.
that's what they
whenever
say.
I listened to the interview with them, they were like, pretty much, it's a song, it's a poet, it's a poem type shit.
Yeah.
So you really interpret it whatever you way. But really, it's kind of about like just at the time when we wrote it, we was really starting to get a lot of fame, and we started noticing that these people were fucked up in the industry, and they were like snakes, and they were like beasts, and like they're just fucking crooked people. So that's just kind of what inspired the song. I may be way fucking wrong. It's bad that we're putting this on the internet and I look like a moron.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
Nah, there is no wrong answer.
No,
If you
not.
ask me though, I think it's more. I've always felt like it was more about like what you're talking about, like secret societies, Illuminati, like these parties you go to and fucking you just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you're on this dark desert highway and you're going to this fucking glamour and glitz and you're about to have a great time, and then you get there and you realize like your idol's a fucking piece of shit and he's fucking taking some girl to the back room, and like the fucking people that you're supposed to be chilling with are all fucking in on this shit, and you're just like, yo, I need to get the fuck out of here. And they're like, nah, you can't. You can never leave. Like, you're a fucking part of this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want this money? Do you want this fame?
Well, you can almost interpret it in the addiction way too. 'Cause
No, 100%.
You're on
It's
this
the same
long
shit.
road, and you're like in a fucked up position. You find this hotel where they're like, hey, they fucking bring you in. There's a pretty bitch there with all these dudes that she calls friends, and everything is so great. And you get in there, and all of a sudden you're like, yo, I want to get the fuck up out of here. Like, you can leave anytime you want. You ain't never leaving though. Like,
Yeah.
you're stuck now.
Yeah.
Like, you can leave
Yeah.
out of here, but you're always gonna have this with you because you're addicted.
That's like the Weekend song. I've always loved that fucking song. The is it Wicked Games? He's like, I left my girl at home. I don't love her no more.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm talking about? The song?
Yeah.
And she'll never fucking know that.
Yeah.
That song's about heroin.
Okay.
That's why he's like in the second verse, I think he's like, I'm on that shit that you can't smell, baby. So put down your perfume.
Well, Eric Clapton's song "Cocaine" was about
Cocaine. Cocaine.
Oh, that fucking there is that one Eric Clapton song is about his son that died or whatever.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a hard song.
It's
to
I
listen to.
saw
Oh,
you
dude.
in heaven.
Oh man.
No Tears in
It's
Heaven.
Yeah.
His son died at 11. Like 10 or 11. How did
But
he
you
die?
know how we turn all songs gay at work?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
that's
man,
how
not
I
that
know you're gay. 'Cause I saw you with Kevin.
Oh damn.
How did Kevin?
That dude comes on a song.
Hey, he make him come on a song.
That
Mr.
should have
Dub.
made you come on a song.
Hey,
boy.
look up how Eric
You
Clapton's
see that
son
building
died.
and fuck built by an architect?
I think Eric Clapton's son, he died of cancer, or did he fall off a roof?
Drowned.
He
Yeah, it was
drowned?
some crazy.
I think
shit.
he drowned.
Whose son fell off of the terrace?
Mike Tyson's daughter got caught in a treadmill and got choked the fuck out.
She got caught on the blinds or some shit.
She died.
It was something with a
died.
treadmill though, wasn't
She
it?
ended up, yeah, she was on a treadmill and think she was playing with somehow or another. She got wrapped up in something and hung
Yeah,
herself.
and then like the treadmill, she slipped and like
Dude,
choked her and died.
I seen a creepy ass video one time.
Illuminati.
It was this mom videotaping her daughter, and then all of a sudden you see the dad just shoot. He didn't even realize, but the son accidentally hung himself with the fucking. And he was probably like 2. He lived, but the dad like ran like, oh shit, like you was a goner, dude. And his
Yeah.
mom was focusing on the girl in the video and didn't realize that the kid was hung in the back. That shit's
Yeah,
fucked
my
up.
babysitter hung himself when I was like 4.
What?
Yeah. Wow. In Somerville, it sucked. I mean, I don't remember much of it, but
You
I
were
do
there?
remember him. I mean, yeah, cause so where I lived at in Somerville and Greenhurst, there's like a cul-de-sac, and he lived at the end of the road, and I lived like 4 houses down. But anytime my grandparents were at work, he would watch us. He was like 15 years old. Yeah, rest in peace, Josh Campbell. Yeah,
Damn it, bro.
but yeah, it was messed
R.I.P.,
up,
bro.
Yeah, man, sad
Yeah.
shit. I remember. I mean, I vaguely remember things, but I remember seeing the sirens. I remember then like
I've always said, dude.
here,
if
and
you-
they had to like cut them down and shit. They had a ditch that runs in the backyard in Greenhurst.
Damn.
And yeah, I guess he stood up on a bucket and said, "Fuck it."
I've always said, like, hanging yourself or cutting yourself, like, you gotta really want to die, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, shooting yourself, that seems pretty quick and painless, but
it still takes a lot of balls to do that.
it takes a lot of balls. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, cutting yourself or
Yeah.
hanging yourself, like, that's not a surefire way. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think
it's-
jumping to your death is probably one of the
That would suck.
Because it's an instant death, but that fall is going to be like,
that's what I'm
what
saying.
am
like,
I doing? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
But
I think
still,
falling
like,
and burning are probably the two
Who
words.
burns it? Like monks burn themselves to death
Yeah,
and shit.
that's wild. But
That's a wild
if
way
you
to
jump
go.
off a bridge or something, like you said, like you might 8 seconds. But think if you like cut your wrist, that shit might take you 20 minutes to bleed out.
Yeah, that's. I think more people who do
Or
that
hanging
do
yourself?
it for the pain of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they want to like a lot of them. I don't know. I've never been in that spot, but
you
but
know.
maybe they just want to feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Some people just like need to feel that pain, like to let it out. I don't know. I hope that.
I'm kind of like you. Like I can't put myself in that headspace because I've never been.
Nah.
Like there's been times where I've been like, man, fuck this, but it's never been like. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I mean, I'm sure we all like if we told each other our fucking darkest thoughts. Like I've been on the road and been like, I could just swerve and fucking end this shit, or
When
you
I was
know what
in,
I'm saying?
when I was
Like,
in
could just
school, I had
shoot
the
myself
most,
or whatever.
the
but-
most thoughts leaving school at night after a fucked up night to just be like, coming over a bridge or some shit and just be like, dude, it's all it takes.
That's it.
I'm
That's
done.
it.
It's
That's
just
it.
is it,
All
and I'm
everything.
done, dude.
But you're
like, yo, fuck that. It's a long fall.
yeah,
Man,
but
we
you're
need to shine the light back on this podcast.
yeah, no, I mean, but,
Oh, man.
yeah, you could be
Fell out of the
connected.
open bedroom window.
Okay, that's he was like what 4?
1991, he was 4.
4. Yeah, he
Damn.
was young. He fell out the window. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Illuminati
horrible,
sacrifice.
You know what's fucked up is Eminem rapped about that shit.
bro. Did he?
Yeah, on the Marshall Mathers LP, the first
Remember
one.
that one time when Phil
No,
could
he
have
says.
saved this one guy from drowning,
No,
but he
he
didn't.
says.
And then
He says. It's
I'm on
apparent-
1,000 downers and now I'm drowsy.
He says. You should have been watching him. But apparently, you ain't parents. He's like.
Oh,
I never
yeah,
knew
yeah,
I
yeah.
knew I would get
Oh, I
this
thought
big.
you were talking about
99 Bonnie and Clyde. That's what you were.
No.
rapping,
Is that
right?
that?
No, you're saying.
Remember that one time when Phil in the air of the night when he could have saved that one guy from drowning, but
Yeah.
The Stand.
No, it was 99 Bonnie and
Stan.
Clyde. It's when he catches his wife messing with the other
That's
dude.
kind of how this is. You could have rescued me from drowning. Now it's too late. I'm on 1,000
downers
downers now.
Oh,
I'm
it
drowning.
is Stan.
yeah, because Phil Collins
Man, why M shit
coulda-
all sound the same?
that ended.
Oh man, my
I
bad.
forgot
That
him.
was-
Forget
my bad.
it.
That was-
Forget
that was-
about it.
that
Forget
was
about
racist.
it.
That was
Yeah.
racist.
Hey.
All your shit don't sound the same, dude.
Nah, you can talk about white people. all
Dude, you know
want,
what's been fucked. You know what's fucked up that I've been watching on my TikTok lately, dude. I watch like you know
half naked bitches.
No.
I know you do. Look, your algo strong, dog. That algo is strong.
you know how that shit goes. Like you'll watch some shit and then it
You
just
got
keep
them,
feeding it to you.
You got Sky from American Gladiators on your
Oh,
algo.
man.
No,
Like,
I
you're
got-
gonna get this pussy, motherfucker.
I got
Look
Glenn.
at it. Just
I
look
got
at it.
Look at-
Glenn
Hey, how
Quagmire
about
from
fucking
Family
American
Guy.
Gladiators, dog? Y'all remember that shit?
Did you
Did
see
you see the documentary joint?
The documentary was
I ain't
crazy.
watched it yet.
It
Have
was
you watched
raw.
it?
It was
Oh,
raw.
it was crazy.
I'm stuck on Griselda
crazy.
right now,
It's
dude.
worth
It's like
watch,
as
bro.
bad as the wrestling documentaries. Like them boys fuck these dudes so hard and women, but
Yes, they did.
they fucked them.
No
you know what I'm saying?
Vaseline,
Dog,
Ice
they
Cube
had to
style.
work like 250 fucking days a year and sign
Yeah,
autographs
it was
for
insane.
like.
They got no
100
money for their action figures
for like
or merch or nothing. For
Dog, they
fucking-
made like $100,000 a year. Like they could have.
Yeah.
Them boys could have fucking went and
I
started
don't know.
a fencing
Some of these
company.
rappers around here got record deals that bad, so
Oh man, nah, worse than that. dog.
The what is it behind?
Hey, if you're a rapper, I
behind the
got a
ring?
360 deal for you, bro. That
Ooh.
means I get everything, you get nothing. All 360 of it. I'll give you a little something.
Send it.
dog.
fucking send it.
What is that shit they've been showing on? It's about the wrestler. They'll do like one wrestler at a time. What's the show? It's like a
true.
series.
The Dark Side of the
Dark
Ring?
Side of the
Yeah,
Ring.
those are pretty good.
Yeah,
Like-
those are really
Like
good.
the Stone Cold one was pretty
Those are
good.
really
Yes.
good. I've
All
been
of them.
feeling
All of them
really.
are good.
I've been feeling really Chris Benoit-ish lately.
Oh boy.
Just annihilate the family.
Well, y'all.
That's fucked up.
Yo,
dude.
what's hey?
Speaking of
Okay,
hanging
okay,
on
okay.
today's
I'm
episode
glad
of
you
How
brought this
Fucked
up,
Up
though.
is
I'm glad. Wait, though, I'm glad you brought this up because we have a motherfucking. I don't know what the word is, but we have somebody who knows a lot about fucking
God, I've
wrestling.
been waiting
okay?
to talk about wrestling on
So,
this podcast.
What the fuck is going on with Brock Lesnar? Because I've been trying to figure this out. So, do you know
so-
what's going
well,
on?
No
or
one knows.
No one
unless
knows.
you're in it. But-
Okay.
So
because
what's,
I was like, I seen that like they're trying to like tear down his statues and shit.
Yeah,
you know what
so
I'm
he's-
saying?
Yeah,
he's-
statues.
No, but figuratively,
They've taken him out of all the video games, all the old.
they've erased his.
They've erased
whole
him
everything.
and Vince are gone. Like you.
I know
not-
Vince was gone over
Yeah.
some sexual assault
Yeah,
allegations. or
well,
some
he
shit.
was. Brock Lesnar was named in the same assault.
Yeah, so like the only thing I know about it was like Vince. There was this girl that's suing Vince, and Brock Lesnar was part of this because Vince was like basically.
if you want to be in the
basically
WWE, I got this guy that I need you to suck off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it
and
would be-
she went and
big
had
ass
this,
fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
fuck
but
yeah.
allegedly like
pushing muscles to the side to get to his dick.
yeah, but allegedly like
That's
Brock
fucked up.
never really had physical contact with her. It was all, but they're erasing him for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying?
So I think what's sad about that whole shit is, bro, this is a man who has a family. You know, and both of them have family. This coming out from so long ago, like that's horrible. How them kids are finding out about their folks like that. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine even Stephanie and Shane being older adults, but finding out what their dad was doing to all these females? You know,
allegedly.
allegedly.
Do you
know.
remember Real Sports with Brian Gumbel?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember when Buff Bagwell was on there?
Nah.
Do you remember Buff Bagwell?
Yeah.
Well, he went on there and he basically like spilled the beans of being like, dude, the painkiller thing that we had dealt with in there. He's like, dude, he was like, at one period of time, I would take like 90 Percocets a day.
Yeah.
And I think Brian Gumbel was like, why the fuck would you do something like that? He's like, you ever broke your neck? And he's like, well, no. He's like, you don't know about pain.
He's
then,
still
dude.
battling with addiction, man.
I mean, I imagine he is.
Yeah.
A lot of-
But he spilled the beans about like Vince. At the time, he was like, yo, Vince would be like, you're in pain? I got you. Get you a script real quick.
Yeah.
And he would just keep feeding these dudes these pills and just coke.
Did y'all happen to read like the transcripts of what they saying Vince did and stuff, like the conversations and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sit here and sound like I like dove deep into it, but I
Yeah.
dove into it enough to bring it up to ask
Right,
you.
yeah.
But I just heard that.
What a slime ball, bro.
Yeah, I heard
100%.
that he was just
always
basically.
felt that way.
I mean,
yeah, right.
I
This is
just
like the
I
proof
just
in the
heard that he
pudding.
was just like tricking this girl out to get what he wanted, and then
Yeah,
also
but then he's pissing shit on the bitch,
yeah,
man. Like, come
being
on,
bad,
bro. Like, that's
doing
extra.
crazy shit to her, which, yeah, I knowing Vince and who he is, through the years, I kind of believe it. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to discredit a victim in any way, but I do hate that like it takes so long a lot of times for people to come out, and I definitely don't like when like to me the WWE is trying to move on from Vince. So like I'll give you an example, like Deshaun Watson. All right. Deshaun Watson wants a new contract, or he wants to get out of Texas. You know, he wants to get out of that shit. And conveniently, 27 women think that you're a fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like,
Wasn't he having girls like jerk him off?
Yeah.
At, like,
At the
massage
massage
parlor?
bar.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to like get into like whether who's right or who's wrong, or whether it's real or fake, because if it happened, I don't care how long it took you to say it happened, the shit happened. But what I hate about what's going on is like the WWE obviously is trying to move on from Vince, and Vince ain't going. This is his life.
Yeah, but how old is this fucker? Have you seen him lately?
He's like almost 80 years old.
Have you seen him? He's fucking
jacked.
chiseled, dude.
Nah, not no more, dude.
Well, either way, my point is like the same with Deshaun Watson. It's just very like convenient that when this dude wants to get out, all these allegations happen. And the same with Vince. Like when you want him gone, all these allegations happen. And I'm not trying to say that like they're not real. I'm just trying to say like somebody's been
like
burying
nipping in the bud when it happens, right? Like, I feel you. I feel
Yeah,
you on that.
or for what I hope happens in the future is like quit fucking covering for these dudes.
Yeah.
Because you need them at the time, and then when you don't need them, piling the shit onto them. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I think
like,
that's what's happening now,
'cause it's-
right?
it, like-
Because I mean, it's more popular now that things are coming out. Because I think I think people are to that point where it's like we're not covering for you no more.
right?
Like you see
But
what
that's
Cat
I'm
Williams
saying.
did to all them comedians.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, that's a good example too. Like Cat, like don't like cover for people for 20 years to where it's like, so
Now
what
it
the
looks like you're clout chasing.
what the fuck have they been doing for 20 years? Like, we're talking about one girl.
Look at the Diddy situation.
If you would have fucking, like, all these people around you, if they would have been like, for instance, Vince, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these people around you that's been covering for you for fucking 35, 40, 50 almost years. We could have deaded this shit after 2 years.
Dude. Money, dude.
I get it, but I just hope that, like, I'm just hoping that's what comes from
the
this.
people, like, okay, we can say, like, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. We can say Vince Vaughn. I didn't mean that, Vince. Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
How dare you?
So the only people that know about his... Okay, this is a theory. Disclaimer. Full disclosure, this is just a thought of theory. Just so nobody says, I know shit, whatever, fuck. Vince McMahon, the only people that know that he's doing this shit, whenever he's doing it, are down with him. Like, he's paying them. This isn't somebody in the hallway that sees Vince taking some younger... No, they're only people close to him. Mm-hmm. And he's feeding them so much money that they're like...
I can see that.
Like the young girls.
Or they, like the dude that's involved with him in this worked for him. Yeah. John Leonidas, I think that's how you say his name. But he was also named in it. So it's like, you're right. He kept his cards close.
Or even the R. Kelly situation. Like, his main dude that he was with was like... R. Kelly's main dude, and he was like, "This motherfucker's feeding me millions, man. I mean, this one girl. I mean, what? It turns out it starts as such a. I would think that it starts as such a little thing. Like, yeah, he got a little rough with one girl. He paid her $50,000. She shut up. Hey, Robert, let's not make this a habit. Before you know, he's walking down the hallway with two girls, and you're like, he slaps you in the face with $1 billion, and you're like, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
well, I hope that like everyone gets prosecuted. Like, don't just go after the big
only
fish.
If they're right. Only if it's true.
I think he'll probably get out of it, but his reputation and shit is so fucking tarnished now, and everything's been taken away from him. I mean, let's face it. He's probably in his last, 10, 15 years.
10 easy.
Maybe 10,
10 easy.
So it's not going to be what it was. You feel me? That enough.
Dude, whatever happened
You take a silver plate from a rich man, he going to feel that shit.
Whatever happened with
all
Hulk
I got
Hogan?
to say to Brock is,
Yeah.
fuck him.
I mean, I've never been
a huge fan either. But that's what's weird is, like, if you're a fan, I guess that's what it boils down to is just like, if you, like, it's easy to take down somebody that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Nobody fucking like Vince, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's always been the bad guy, the heel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well, whatever happened with Hulk Hogan? He got in some shit.
Oh, he got in a few shits.
Yeah, but I mean,
his son's still getting in a few shits.
Yeah, but he made it out. I mean, he's still out here.
I mean, he's making.
He ain't making the money he was.
No,
he's making appearance money.
Yeah, but he's made his bank. So
Hulk did the smart thing, man. He fucking put a cross on and said, "I'm
for the
Lord."
But
Linda took him to the cleaners too.
Yeah.
I mean, again, shit ain't like it was. You know what I mean? I mean, he's still probably living comfortably, more comfortable than we'll ever
all
see.
them dudes though, man. Been fuck, man. Like, even Shawn Michaels, you see all these dudes later. Like,
I've always heard he was a piece of shit, though.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Vince used to say, "I like you because you're kind of like me."
I heard a long time ago. I think it was Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh yeah, they
a long
hated
time
each
ago.
other,
He was like,
bro.
"Yo, on the real, aside from all the lights and shit, that guy's a piece of shit."
Yeah.
yeah.
They
he's a
fought
real
like
piece of shit.
real fought, like behind stage, just like
I don't give a fuck.
Bret Hart punched Vince
Dusty
too.
hit me up. When was that? Last weekend or the weekend before? And was making me my own character in the ether. Because he got, y'all go check out Retro Roadz Gaming, but he was putting me on with some making me my own character.
So,
and I was like,
so
bro,
now that you broke the ice, let me
just say this before you start. I was like, bro, if you gonna give me a special move, I want to have the sharpshooter or the sweet chin music. Like, those were my two guys.
Bret Hitman Hart was my shit.
Him and Shawn Michaels is my shits. But
so I started Retro. So this is almost a year ago since the first show.
We both started around the same time.
The first show, I was just starting the Retro Gaming. So let me say, trying to build a streaming audience doing gaming is like way harder than fucking rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's like
I
podcasting.
found out how difficult that shit is.
Yeah.
It's still fun to play, but like actually building it, like unless you just like I don't know, like trying to find something that others aren't doing is becoming a task. So what I did was I kind of quit playing wrestling games years ago because they're all the same, right? It's kind of like Madden.
Right,
Like you get new people, but it's all, whatever.
Same shit.
Yeah. But I started following this dude on fucking TikTok who creates like Marvel characters in the wrestling game, and he has Royal Rumbles with them.
Royal Rumble.
And the stream lasts like every bit of an hour because you got the computer doing it, right? But he's built each character exactly how they would be. Like he's got Tony Stark like very egotistical and the rich fucking guy that has all the gadgets. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's done it so well. So I was like, maybe I can piggyback off of this shit. And I started thinking like, what do I know about Charleston? Is like music scene, right? So I've been rapping. We've been rapping in the scene for years and years and years. I was like, it'd be kind of cool to like make a Royal Rumble, but with all like Charleston rappers, bro. So I started creating them, bro. I started with Waterboy, man, and I made them and I sent him the picture. I was like, dog, this is crazy. And then I got him set as the sharpshooter. I can't wait to fucking play.
Do you remember playing? I think it was Royal Rumble on Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I got it,
dude. That game was awesome.
I remember playing that shit at the skating rink too.
You could be the Undertaker. Yeah, everybody just Shawn fighting Michaels, at one time.
Bret Hart's on it. Yeah.
Razor Ramon. Macho Man. Stupid little shit, dude. I remember seeing a documentary and they were talking about when NWO.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, it was NWO. Whenever they were all beefing and shit, and then they like broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
The fourth wall.
Right.
They were like, we all hugged, like the enemy and the good guy hugged.
They wrestled one night for WWF. It was a house show.
Right.
And at the end of the night, they all got in the ring together and kind of stood around and held their hands up. And the very next night, they were on a fucking... Or that night, they were on a plane and went from a WWF event to a WCW event.
They were like...
Like, that shit was so, like, groundbreaking.
Do you remember when... I think we might have had this conversation. Do you remember when you realized that wrestling was staged? I don't say fake. I say staged.
Good. Thank you. You know what, man? I think I remember like the era, like it was definitely before I was like 10 years old, but I've been going to wrestling matches with my grandpa since I was a baby. So like they used to have house shows and it would be like literal like wooden benches. They weren't doing them in auditoriums and shit in like the early 90s. Right. Like house shows would be out in some like almost like a fair. You go to a fair and they'd have like wooden benches. But I remember first time I ever saw Shawn Michaels, he was in the Rock and Roll Express with Marty Jannetty, and I remember they wrestled that night in the ring. But yeah, so the first time, I mean, I always go to a bat for wrestling because it's so dear to my heart, being that I grew up with that shit. But yeah, I definitely remember it was probably like before the age of 10 when I realized it, but it didn't affect me because it was just like.
What were they after the Rock and Roll? Just the Rockers, right?
They weren't the Rock and Roll Express. They were the Rockers. You're right. Okay. My fault.
Yeah.
Them tag teams always... The Rock and Roll Express and the Rockers, if you look them up, they look completely similar.
I remember the match that I watched when I was like... I mean, there was always rumors when you're like 9, 10 years old. Like, man, this shit fake. Like, no, man, this shit's fucking real. The Undertaker's really dead.
Right.
And like, I remember it was a WrestleMania because we used to have the black box where you can catch all the pay-per-view shits, right? And
with the click dial?
Yeah. Yeah. So we had the black box. You had all the pay-per-view, all the Playboys for all the when you were 12 years old.
Watching them through the lines?
No, we had it. We had.
You had the.
We had it,
dog.
dog.
You lucky
we had
dog,
it.
Bro.
Anyways, there was a wrestling match. It was a WrestleMania, and they were outside, and it was the Undertaker, and I want to say he was fighting Razor Ramon, right? And they're wrestling, they're fighting and shit, and they used to like keep the long hair so that when they would lock up, they can communicate, right? Well, the Undertaker did his little shit like that, and he grabbed him, and I seen him whisper into his ear like. Turnbuckle to a clothesline, and he like tapped him and he threw him into the turnbuckle. Dude came out and hit him with a clothesline. I said, "Motherfucker,
yeah,
motherfucker."
You know who makes all wrestling happen, right? It's the referees.
I know they're in it.
Like they're the shot callers of the match. Like they should be the one that walks out with the belts, literally. Because I mean, they orchestrate that whole thing to happen.
But man, I took Mason when he was probably 8 or 9 years old, and John Cena was the shit at the time. And who was the Viper?
Randy Orton.
They fought in a cage match here, but it wasn't like a televised joint.
Yeah.
It was literally
house
just
show. Yeah.
I guess whatever they call it. Yeah. And dude, I was like, I'm going here with my son. I was fucking pumped, son. I was high fiving 7-year-old kids like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Listen, wrestling fans are legit.
John Cena came out, and it was like, dude, I was a fucking 9-year-old kid again, dude. I was like, yeah.
I can't believe John Cena never came out to Tupac. that you can't see.
WWE isn't big on
That shit would've
wrestlers
been
coming out
so
to like
hard,
real
though.
music.
Yeah, but they should
There's
have.
a new one now though that comes on TNT called AEW, and that
How
guy
hard would it be to hear John Cena come out to that
right?
Tupac shit? You can't see. me.
So Tony Khan,
Motherfuckers can't
the
see me.
Khans who own the Jacksonville Jaguars, his son, Tony owns this wrestling.
It's
corporation.
Jaguars.
And they go out and buy, and they'll purchase the catalog from artists and let the wrestlers.
That's
use their
dope.
music. Yeah.
I mean, I guess like if you want to keep the money, then you gotta keep the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make your own shit. Like,
So, like a
who got
wrestler-
the hardest? We already did. We have this conversation?
Who
last
got the
time?
hardest wrestling music?
Conan.
Arriba
K-Dog.
la raza?
K-Dog.
Oh,
He had
man.
this shit when he would come out. That was
Oh,
my shit.
man.
I used to
Who you
be. That
think?
was my favorite back in the 90s. Just K-Dog.
Boy,
I don't
so
think
many
I got
good
a
wrestling
dog in
songs.
I don't think I have a dog in this fight.
Yeah.
What gets you? What the one that gets me pumped the most though is when that glass breaks, dog.
Oh,
You do
that's
some
Stone
shit
Cold.
That
about
gets
to
every.
pop
I
off,
think I
dog.
want to say The Rock, dude.
Yeah. If you
If you smell,
yeah.
you knew it was going.
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
That's
but
his
when that
gas.
glass break, dog, you knew shit
Oh yeah,
was
it was
about
an
to
ass
really go
whooping.
down.
Yeah.
Dude, the John Cena shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I always think about that prank phone call
Yeah.
thing. That shit is
That shit
so.
I used to
reminds me
love
of MOP.
I used to love when Hollywood
Yeah.
Hogan
Yeah.
come down to Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
I used to
They
Damn,
used to kill that shit.
You remember that time when Undertaker went through his little Dead Man Inc. thing? He was
Oh,
like a
yeah,
biker
on the
thing.
bike with Kid Rock
Kid Rock shit. Yeah, he
Yeah.
played a Kid Rock.
you
song.
know
Came out
what?
to-
When y'all were talking about the referees and shit, and just weird. Oddly enough, remember when we went to that midget wrestling?
I just
The micro wrestling?
The picture just came up on my phone as I remember.
Yeah,
the other
so
day. much fun.
when we went to that, like, that showed me a lot about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been to some big wrestling events, but you're kind of just like part of the crowd.
Yeah.
But this one,
You get involved in that one.
you get involved in this.
They're
one.
walking in
But-
the crowd and hanging out with you. and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But what was crazy about it was like you could see. So they didn't plan this. You know what I'm saying? It was literally we constructed the show. You know what I'm saying? Because they came out and this one guy was supposed to be the guy. Like, he was on the flyer. He was fucking on the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was supposed to be The Rock. But we decided, we're drinking, chilling, we're looking at the flyer, and all of us just chilling decided that fuck this guy. You know what I'm saying? So this guy walks out. Boo! You fucking suck! And we got everyone in. It was at Honky Tonk Saloon. We got everyone in this motherfucker to boo this guy, whatever. And then some little no-namer that probably was his first match. He was dressed in a Mario
Mario
costume.
is our guy, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
He needs a mushroom.
Yeah, dog. Dude comes out in a Mario costume, and we're all like, yeah! Woo. None of us know anything about this, never watched
Sure.
it, haven't followed it. They literally changed every match, the whole everything, for Mario to be the guy that won the whole shit
Because
that
he
night.
was getting the pop.
Yeah, and the other guy became the heel.
The heel,
like you
right,
could, like
right.
we literally watched with our own eyes this guy become the heel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was pissed.
Yeah.
You could tell he was like, "This."
Bubba
is
and him
fucking...
got into a fight.
Yeah,
They got into an argument
Yeah, they got
outside.
into an argument.
One of the
outside.
biggest guys in the
Yeah.
One of the biggest
This
guys
dude
in the
came
club.
up to his
dude.
hip and shit, and he was like, "You ain't shit." He was like,
Dude.
well, fuck you."
We were out. We were
Oh,
out. We were
that
out.
dude's funny anytime
Dude,
you're
we
around.
were
Yeah.
outside, right? And the little, like I said, they were hanging with us. This dude's outside in his costume with no shirt. He's like, somebody got a cigarette, and of course, the cigarette looked this big in his hand and shit.
So you're like, damn, do I got 100?
So he's sitting there
What the
smoking
fuck?
shit, and you know, Bubba. I think Bubba gave him a cigarette or a lighter or some shit, and then the dude said something slick to Bubba, and he was like, "Oh, I forget what he said. If I wanted to come back, I'd get it off your mom's chin." I was like, "Oh, this kid done fucked up. He don't know." Bubba went in on this dude. I'm talking, he went so hard with the short jokes. Like, he went so hard with the short jokes. Like, strangers were coming up like, hey, buddy, take it easy.
Damn.
Like, take it easy. He said, no, fuck that dude.
Why you cussing at this poor kid?
You want to talk that shit?
Wait,
What's
that's
up?
no kid.
He's like, what's up, man? You want to do something? It's like, I was like, Bubba, you could stomp on this kid.
Oh,
Just kill him
man.
dead, dude. But yeah, that was the guy. He was
Moon
supposed
Pie
to be
would
the
be
guy.
an awesome
dude.
wrestling name, by the way. You need to take advantage
What?
of that shit.
Dude, we
Take
had
He would be a great
shit.
wrestler, dog.
Word, he would. He looks
For
like
sure.
Dude, we gotta
he looks like Ricky Steamboat a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
me and
The Dragon.
me and Boogie got a lap dance from the fucking the referee.
Yeah.
She was like in her referee outfit and shit, but they were like, stay after the show and Pixie is gonna come out. She came out like a little bikini and shit.
That's her full time job.
Dude, it was dope. I mean, it was dope because it was like they were like, yo, they would like sit on the ring, on the outside of the ring,
Yeah.
and put $5 in your hand, and she'll come by and do something for
Sounds
you.
like a hell of a time, man. Y'all better invite me next time.
No,
bro.
you should
It
come.
was
Yeah,
we've been
we'll
twice,
go.
but
Yeah.
the thing with the lap dance thing is, I
Next
was
time
like,
they come around.
this is gonna be funny, right? I thought it was gonna be funny, like not sexy, and she looks like a little kid, but it wasn't funny at all, and it wasn't sexy at all. This bitch grabs onto the rope, like jumps, spins around, and just like power slams on my leg, not on my dick, but like on my shit, like boom. I was like, God damn, that fucking hurts.
Yeah.
I was like,
Bruises and
get
shit on my
off of me,
dog.
take your money, get the fuck off of me, dude.
Well, it was
Did
weird
you swat it
too.
away?
I was like,
It was weird too because she was like,
fuck off me,
Oh
man.
my god.
it was weird too because she was like, she was probably like 4 foot tall, so she was technically a
name
small
was probably
person.
like-
But she was like 5
Her name
inches
was probably
taller
like
than.
Lana the Destroyer. or
Dude,
some
she was
shit,
like a
right?
4-foot girl with tiny arms and legs, dude. It was,
Yeah,
and
but she was way taller than all the wrestlers.
yeah, she was taller than everybody.
So
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? When they weren't out there, you were like, "Oh, she's a little person too." But then they come out and she was like tapping them on the head and shit. And you're like,
No, these-
"Damn, this bitch big!" And then you stand next to her, you're like, "Oh, these motherfuckers are all
Dude,
tiny."
the second time we went, they had a
Yo, them boys
they had
was
a
raw, though.
They was raw, but the second time we went, they had a wrestler in there that wasn't even a midget. He was just a Mexican. He was literally just a Mexican, dude.
You're like,
Plot twist.
I'm dead serious. He wasn't. He was just a Mexican, dude.
Hey, check this shit out. This morning, bro. Hey, I always see some shit on Ashley Phosphate because I go down there every day. All right, so like, last week, I gotta show y'all this picture. But last week I'm riding. I look over and you know like where the Purple Haze and shit used to be, and there's like those little buildings, like commercial buildings.
Yeah.
I'm just riding and I look over and like, you know, there's that one spot where like you got to go down a hill and there's little buildings right there. So like there's like a big ass 4-foot drop off to the buildings and the roads above them. I don't know if you know, but
It's by the car audio place.
yeah. So I look over and there's a fucking Dodge Ram truck inside a building, half like 3/4 of the way. Like he tried to stop and go in a building, so I had to take a picture of that shit. But like, I was like, what the fuck? So this last week, today, I'm in traffic, dog, by the old bowling alley. It's a fucking gas station now. Remember the old Brunswick? Sandpiper Lanes. Yeah. I'm like right past that. Stuck in traffic, dude. There's 2 Mexicans in a fucking little Toyota, like them old fucking 2-door trucks, like the real little Toyotas, right? And I see him hanging out the window 3 lanes over, like talking shit to this fucking white dude with like a gray beard in a fucking Ertol. You ever seen those trucks? I don't know what Ertol is. It's a company, ERTOL, but it looks like a Berkeley electric truck, like one of them big fuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like not a semi, but a big old truck with a trailer behind it and like the flatbed with the welding equipment on it. Got his window down and it's got like the step side with the diesel tank.
It's like a service truck.
Yeah. Mexicans yelling or whatever, and then all of a sudden this fucking Mexican gets out, dude. Runs across 3 lanes of traffic, dude. Steps on that step side, jumps up, and fucking Superman punches this dude. Because the dude's window, that Superman punches the dude through the fucking window. I mean, just like, he looked like Rey Mysterio. We're talking about wrestling, dog.
The glass was down?
Yeah.
So he just snuck the
He
man
just,
in traffic.
no, the dude saw it coming, but
Oh,
I don't
he
know
ain't
what
do
the
nothing?
fuck. He ain't do nothing, dude. Dude jumps up, bow.
Get off 209 with that bullshit.
Bruh. The Mexican gets back in their truck. We're still in traffic. They're sitting next to each other. Mexican like, I'm like, oh my god. You know what I'm saying? He's throwing MS-13, motherfucker.
Fucking
You know
Conan.
what I'm
You
saying?
like Conan music? There you go.
Bro,
Fucking Conan.
and I was like, I don't know, dude. I had my gun in the glove compartment. I was like, I hope that motherfucker don't
Listen,
Sneak
them
my
boys
ass,
ain't got
dog.
shit to lose.
Nah, that's why I was like, let me hang back. And still, right now, I don't know if like he actually. I don't know if they knew each other. It didn't look like they knew each other by any stretch of
When
imagination.
that old boy went home and told his old lady what happened.
I was
Man,
waiting
this
for.
Mexican snuck me in there.
Bro, I was waiting for the
Police
cops to
shit.
come. I was like, why ain't old buddy calling the cops or getting out?
Because
and
he's like,
fucking
it's
doing
Ashley
them?
Fosse. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
He charged that to the game.
Yeah,
dog.
I
Yeah,
watched
dog.
one too many
Ain't
drug
no
cartel
lie.
movies to fuck
Take
with
that.
this.
You gotta take that.
But I wish I would have been videoing. I wish I had a dash cam because I'm telling you, this Mexican dude was like 5'2", dog, and he hit that step. I ain't gonna lie, dog. When he hit that
He
step,
did the
and-
Roman Reigns Superman punch.
yes,
Oh,
dog. He
man.
stepped
I
up
can
in
see it.
midair.
I
It was
can
like,
visualize
wow. Like I can't even do it. I'm too big to do it because the mother was just like,
That's fucking
and ran back to his truck.
You know, I've worked with a lot of Latinos doing landscaping in the past
Yeah.
and stuff. And
See,
them
thank
boys
you, thank
cool.
you. That's the right way to say it. I say
Good.
Mexican,
No,
Latino, dog. Like, he could have been Guatemalan. He could have been Colombian.
I'm more than
like,
that. You know, I got to
fucking
my people, man.
Oaxaca.
But, yeah, most of them are real cool. Like, it's only them gangsta
All
ass
of them
Mexicans
are.
that be about that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And you can usually tell which ones it is, bro.
Yeah, even
They
they
don't hide
even
that
they're
shit.
cool. It's just like you gotta know, like
Over
it's
there,
just-
there's no rules. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially like Mexico City.
I mean,
the
we're-
boys
we're-
used to tell me, "You can go to Mexico, but don't go to Mexico City."
well, we're cultured in a
I used
way.
to work with
like,
Mexicans that
even
said a
if
bunch
it's
of gays
if
were in
it's,
Mexico City say Jotos. You go to Mexico City, nah, Jotos.
but
Yeah.
like you know, like if you
like
go
Atlanta.
if you go into the country and you round some country ass fucking trailer park people, you know how to act. Like you can't be disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the same goes for some gangster Mexicans or some gangster black folk or some hood fucking white folk or some country ass white folk. Like you got to know how to blend in, and some people don't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Some people are just like,
Adapt.
yeah, we know how to adapt because we've been around all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been on Remount Road with the
Right.
fucking heads and the
Right.
fucking. You know what I'm saying? We've been here, we've been there. So like,
Had
we
some great
understand.
times.
Yeah,
Had
you
some
can
sketchy
have
times,
a
too.
like everybody's cool if you cool. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. If you know how to be cool, bitch.
Bitch, I said bitch be cool.
Bitch, be cool.
Dude, I try to
Why
blend.
didn't we say that movie? That's a great
Listen,
fucking
You
movie.
said that 94. I'm telling you, that's a 1994 movie, dude. That
The
shit
only
was
thing
best
more
time.
dangerous than a gangsta ass Latino is a gangsta ass Latino on Ashley Phosphate. This is the first
Yeah,
and only
dog.
place I've ever been robbed in broad daylight
Yeah.
was Ashley Phosphate. So, motherfucker was like, "What kind of phone is this?" I was like, "It's a Suncom." He was like, "I don't want this shit." Threw it back to me. I'm like, "I can't even get robbed right around
God,
this motherfucker."
you didn't even get robbed. They
Yeah.
gave this shit back.
Yeah, what
I
the
gotta
fuck?
piss. We gonna hang out for a minute?
Nah,
Yeah.
we out, man. We good, man. What you want to leave them with, man? Y'all check out Retro Roadz Gaming.
Yeah, thanks,
obviously,
man.
Please do.
Ain't much going on, man.
Yeah,
Just I'm still doing
Just
the Retro
living life.
Roadz game, just living life, bro.
hell yeah.
Next time you on, we gotta have it situated where we can actually play like an NBA Jam session or some shit.
That's
we
what
talked
I.
about
Yeah,
that.
we
Just
talked
play,
about
just talk
that.
shit
Yeah,
while
yeah.
we play that.
And I just want to say I am completely disappointed that y'all decided y'all weren't gonna rap on my beat like y'all did old boy shit.
Well,
Ah,
I wasn't.
dog, I
I wasn't
wanted to,
ready. I
but-
wasn't ready.
Bro, you did that. You did the damn
Yeah,
thing,
you
dog.
did-
You
you
ain't
did
need
it.
us.
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
needed us. You ain't needed us.
No,
bro.
that's all love, man. Thank you for having me
Nah,
again.
absolutely,
1 year.
bro. 1 year anniversary, dog.
Always a
1 year
pleasure. Always a
anniversary,
pleasure.
Y'all
man.
foolish, always making us sound and
Hey,
look good.
hey,
man.
hey, there he is.
So,
The water pop,
yeah.
baby.
But we want to thank y'all so much for fucking tuning in with us for a year, man. You know, it's been a great ride, man. We've had so much fun. We've had so many dope guests. We want to thank Dusty Rose for fucking coming back through.
Share this. When it comes out, share this.
Yes, please.
Just press the button and share it.
That's all you gotta do, man.
Costs no money.
I'm gonna drop. Obviously, when this comes out, you'll have already seen his water drops, and that shit is fire. Like, it ain't no need for us to be on it. I know he fucking with us, saying he wanted us to spit
Nah,
something, but
man.
ain't no need for us to be on that shit. My man killed it. We're so thankful for that as well. But like I said, man, 1 year in, many more to come. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Like we always say, think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. Cousin Sal,
Hey.
Water Boy, my brother, my motherfucking main man. Oh, wait, before we go, this man about to get motherfucking married in this bitch, dog. Let's go.
Listen, I have been warned to not speak anything about this on the podcast, but yes, I am.
Yes, he's about to get
I want to
fucking
thank
married,
my
yo.
best man for coming through.
Yeah, thank you, man, dog. First time being, my first time.
Who better to make the best man than the best man?
I mean, thank you, dog. It's my first time being a fucking best man, if you could believe that or not, man.
Wow.
So I'm so fucking humbled and thankful for that. We gonna party. I'm gonna vlog that bitch. I'm gonna show y'all what's up, how we get down, when we get down. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's the Water Pod, man. Shout out Foolish. Peace.
Peace.
If I didn't, it wouldn't hurt like fuck the issue. That's another issue. Another birthday, another box of tissue. Vibing with the bottle like I'm talking with you. Wonder if you miss talking to me. I see you living toxic but free. If you talking, I bet the topic is me. How I'm wrong for being all I could be. I guess it's my fault. Failure's not an option for me, right? A little dust on the bottle.